Morning guys, Monday the 22nd of June. I'm going to step over the stones. Fascinates me, the water is so much lower today. I can tell already, although it's still quite boggy, muddy, you can tell that the water's already drying up a bit. Because according to the weather forecast, it's supposed to be hot, 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 hot. It's quite nice and cool actually in the shade at the moment. I was just admiring a few people. I mean, it's nearly 7 o'clock in the morning and there was some trainer out in the park with the dumbbells and everything waiting for somebody else to come along. And there was joggers and yeah, I'm like, I think the discipline it takes always I'm always quite impressed with, because I think it's very easy to let that slip. It's interesting actually, because I was thinking then about discipline. I think I'm disciplined in a lot of ways, but then there are other times where perhaps not so much. Be careful, well. And I was thinking, on the one hand, just in terms of walking well, I think that's become a real. It does take discipline, and I've got into a fairly good routine. Come out at the same sort of time, especially in the morning, and that's, it works. There's other things that since we've been in this lockdown time I've been committed to and stuck to mostly. Like doing my daily gratitudes, appreciation, post-its and some of my reflections. But I think looking at the guys just that were coming to work out so early in the park, that sort of, I feel a little bit envious perhaps, because that was one of the areas, if you like, the areas of my life, or the actions that I'd said at the beginning of this lockdown I wanted to give some time and attention to, and actually it's not the big things, is it really? It is the small things. I've committed to getting her out pretty much every morning for the last however many months, so the part of me that thinks, well, if I can do that for her and with her, then there's nothing to stop me doing that for myself. I just haven't yeah, I thought if I can do that for Will and have that discipline and focus, then I can do that for myself, but I just haven't. And it does take some level of commitment, takes some action, but also some structure. I think because I do, previously I've done different pieces of work and say long, when I'm doing some of the courses, they're very long days, so I think that's always quite a challenge. And I've also recognised that, if you can get something in the diary at a certain time, that can help. When the gym was open and I'd got membership, that did encourage me that bit more. But also things like, if you were coming back from doing some other work, then if I went straight there rather than going back home, that might work. Or I had a moment where I was actually doing what I call the early morning swim, and that seemed to work for a little while, although I've got to be honest, when it got cold it's not always the most motivating going swimming when it's cold weather. I've recognised that. That's the lovely thing of whenever I've been abroad and it's been warm and I've had a swimming pool. Actually, that's been great because that's really motivated me to want to do it. But yeah, we're talking, sort of reflecting on all this, but really we're talking about now, aren't we? So it's alright me saying all that, and yeah, I'm noticing that certain things help more than others. I've got to think, well, what can I do? Where can I start? However small, just feel like you're starting to do something. And I think it would need to be really much early morning, because if it's going to get warmer this week anyway, I'm really not going to be wanting to do anything in boiling hot weather. I think there's a level of, I think most people would recognise accountability as well. So for example, I think when I've a few times at the other gym, I was playing tennis with a friend that I've made there, then that would tend to work because you've said yes to somebody else, so you're committed in a way to somebody else other than yourself. So I think that always works well. I suppose even saying this to you guys, whoever's maybe watching at some point and listening, that is a level of accountability. In fact, I'm even naming it, so I think I'm going to start small, and perhaps, say maybe just do some work on the ball, either the ball or the little trampoline that I'd already taken out a few months ago now and stuck in the greenhouse. So I think I might just do, even if it's just 5 minutes, on either of them. I think I'm going to try doing that for this week, and I shall keep you posted of how that pans out, because it would make me feel better. Because I think most people recognise when you're starting to feel a bit, not too happy with the way you're looking, a bit sluggish, and you recognise you're put on a few pounds, then it does affect level of energy, confidence and so forth. So I really want to do something about that. So guys, have the rest of a lovely Monday, and I shall speak to you later. Bye.